What's going on, you guys? This is the Insomniac, and I'm back making another video for you. It is early. It's like 5:30 in the morning right now, and I was just up thinking tonight, and I guess I wanted to make a video about the state of the world through my eyes and understanding, and how I think we're moving in the right direction, but there are certain people and things holding us back. And how, in my opinion, there are certain people and certain ways that people handle things that are frustrating. As everybody knows, there have been a lot of things going on lately, We had the Boston bombings, obviously. We had the Texas fertilizer plant explosion. The CISPA bill somehow working its way through Congress. The constant fight over abortion, gay marriage, gun regulation, background checks. There are so many things right now that are happening. And I feel like most of them are happening wrong. I think the coverage of the Boston bombings was totally wrong. That's why I don't watch mainstream news anymore. None of it. I don't watch Fox, MSNBC, CNN, none of it. Because they cover the people who do bad. They cover these evil motherfuckers. These terrorists. And that's what they are. I was seriously watching a little bit of the news when that was on just to see what was going on. And I turned it the fuck off once they caught the 19-year-old kid. And once they realized he was an American, he was an actual citizen, they started calling him a radical instead of a terrorist. And that's fucking stupid. That motherfucker is a terrorist and should be executed for what he did. But they cover it wrong. They give him the light, the spotlight. They gave him and his brother the spotlight. Exactly what they wanted. Which they should not have been doing. If anyone should be highlighted in these kind of situations, it should be the victims. Obviously, we had the horrible tragedy in Texas, and obviously with any tragedy, my heart goes out to the families affected. Boston Marathon, Texas explosions, everything else that happens in the world. Tragedies happen. It's unfortunate, but they do. But, the unfortunate accident with the Texas fertilizer plant, it was a huge deal. We had the CISPA bill working its way through, it already made its way through the House of Representatives. That I guess I'm not as worried about as everybody else, because I know that the president's going to veto it, but, obviously it's still a shitty thing, and I can't believe it made it through the House again, because if you didn't know, it already made it through once. And the president vetoed it, and now it's making it through again with revisions that are still shitty. The bill sucks. If you want more information about it, definitely Google it. Definitely check it out. But this fight over gun regulation, which I think people are going about all wrong. Fights over gay marriage that are obviously continually going on in not only the United States but the world. I think now New Zealand and France are the two latest countries to legalize gay marriage. I think France. It was pretty recently. I just feel like there's so many people who I don't understand why they believe a certain belief. And I try to be as open-minded as I can when it comes to beliefs in the state of the world, but it's difficult. when people are so willing to blindly follow something instead of thinking about what just being a decent human being. I don't know. Sometimes I look at the world and I think to myself that, you know, what the fuck are we doing? We're just blindly walking around and trying to make a name for ourselves. And that shouldn't be what it's about. It should be about helping. It should be about being a good person, having fun. The whole reason I started this channel in the first place wasn't to just gain followers. It wasn't to get views. It wasn't to get likes, shares, favorites. It was because I was an Insomniac kid who didn't want to start my sophomore year of college, and I wanted to do something new. And so I started making videos. And I've continued to make videos for approaching 2 years, relatively, in the near future. It's almost going to be 2 years that I've been doing this. And I think at last check, there's like 98 people who follow me, which I never expected. I don't know. Some of the things that people do, I just don't understand, and I don't think we ever will, is the unfortunate thing about it. I don't think we're ever going to understand why news organizations cover news the way they do. I don't think we're ever going to understand why people oppose certain things so highly and so blindly. Maybe it's because I'm someone who is persuaded by proof and not speculation. But I don't know. It's a difficult world we live in, but always remember that you should do what makes you happy, even if people tell you it's wrong. Because that's what life's all about. It's doing what makes you happy. Doing what makes you enjoy your life. It's your life. And you should live it to the fullest extent. I'll talk to you later, guys.